Welcome in, welcome in. This is going to be the stream for the HushThatFuss versus Niko round one game of War League, sponsored by .org versus Something About Knights. Bear with me while I get it up and running here. I'm a little bit late, so I need to open the game link still. I think that they just got started. We're going to go ahead and connect on Vassal and Niko versus Hush. That's what we want. So we're going to hop on in there. Observer, yep. And we got the game going up. Oh, why did it bring it back? No, I don't want the log file. It keeps putting things on the wrong monitor because of course it does. Let's get on in here and take a look at this game. So this is the fourth game of our matchup this week in War League. Currently my team, sponsored by .org, is down 1-2. We lost the first games and then I won mine this morning. So we are on the comeback train. If we win this game, then we'll have a tie-breaking game later tonight between IHA and Mike. If we lose this game, we lose the week one matchup. Pretty much a pure, well, so not, okay, that's terrible. It is a semi-mirror of sorts. We have Glad Blast versus Glad Blast. HushThatFuss, my teammate, has 3 of each, 3 Glads, 3 Blasts, and Zetacron. And Niko has 2 Blasts, 4 Glads, and Betacron. And let's see what we got going on here. So it looks like Hush is the blue on the blue side up there with Zeta. I'm trying to see what Niko sat. I'm wondering if Niko sat Betacron, because I don't see him. That'd be a bold choice. I did a practice game, and Beta put in a ton of work. But I don't see Betacron on the board. That'd be neat. OG Blaha is going to be joining us here. So let me get that up if I get it in there. Welcome in, OG. Welcome in.
Speak of the devil, I just pinged you.
Yeah, I know. I noticed. I got the stream started a little bit late, so I'm still just pulling stuff up on my end. But we are live. Let me see if...
Friends.
Indeed. I'm hoping people can hear you. If not, I'll try to pipe it in. Actually, I think I need to pipe you in directly from... I don't know. I'm hoping you're loud enough. If anyone's out there... hey, Titus. I believe it's Beta.
Betacron is legit. I love that little guy.
Yeah, he is, but where is he? I think he got sat.
Oh, that would be fantastic if he got sat.
Titus, if you're there, can you hear OG? Or do I need to do something different with the audio? I'm going to have to get this link posted, so bear with me while I get this link posted to a few places.
No problem.
I'm pretty sure Betacron got sat, though, which would be freaking amazing, I think. That seems like a I don't know. I think that's a mistake.
Betacron is insane.
It's not that Betacron is useful in the early game. It's that the late game Betacron is just absurd. With Sola Astrid, he's like nuts. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's a cheese viable figure. Granted, I am also biased because I brought him to cheese. Like, he smooths out so many matchups, like, for stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he does, but I don't know if I'm probably going to have to disagree with you on Cheese Viable, but I do think he's quite neat. And I think his in-game value is quite high here. Like, in-game, if you end up with, like, one Blastatron versus Zetacron versus Betacron versus Zetacron, like, Beta just has a legit shot to win that. And the Blast is just dead.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious on that one.
The thing with Betacron is he's so good into stuff like Rats, though, because he can trigger off of scatter turns.
Sure, that's true. Although that doesn't help here necessarily. But
no, but that's why I think he's cheese viable. It's because Rats.
Okay. I know you had quite an interesting army in the last Vichis that had him and some. You had Beta, right? Along with Great Bow Archers. It was a bold strategy. I will give it that.
I should have won the game against Max, and then you would have had to face me, which I think is a good matchup for me. No Grimnet chomping, and you have to come to Betacron and Great Bows. And whatchamacallits?
I definitely preferred facing Max's army. My army is built to defeat Q9s. So that was a good matchup there. And I don't have the text. What happened to my chat box?
We got action.
Sorry for the chat. I actually did not have everything in the right place. I think I have it now. So we see Hush 1 initiative. which I think is
That's
massive.
good. We wanted to initiative.
Yeah, I ran a practice game with Hush last night, and initiative seemed like super important because whoever won initiative was going to have the first opportunity to get 2v2s blast v blast. And the difference in this matchup is that it's easier to get Niko's army below a squad of blasts faster than it is to get Hush's army below a squad of blasts. So Hush, I think his plan was to sit 1 blast and have 11 blasts, whereas Niko only has 8. So if that's the case, Hush either has 11 or 12, depending on what he sat. I will say one nice feature about Vassal is the color tagging, to where we can see the Glads and Blasts as different colors from their side. So we have blue and green on our side, and then red and white. Yeah, red and orange on the other. Titus in the chat, yeah, Sola Astrid teacher. Yeah, that's the other part of winning initiative. Whoever wins initiative, their Gladiatron gets to Sola Astrid first. And then the other army can only take it off of an initiative switch, because they have to kill Sola Astrid on the blast turn and then take it on the following one. So, yeah, I like when we ran the practice game, I felt like if you won initiative in round 1 and then didn't get initiative switched into, you were in a really, really good spot in this matchup from either side. And we got the first half of that, which is fantastic. So I will absolutely take that.
What he would have done is the top. Is that a Glad? The green ones are the Glads, right?
Correct. The green is the Glad. Green's the Glads for us.
I wish he would have moved the green one up 5 spaces, because then next turn he could use the full 5 spaces to grab Soul Astrid, so that he's fully maximizing his development. Because instead this one right here is going to only use 4 move. I wish he'd done that.
I agree. That's a good observation. Yeah, you want to be maximizing. You want to move the furthest possible back one that can get there in exactly 10 moves. So, yes, completely agree with the esteemed OG.
I don't know about esteemed. I have to dumb stuff and do okay sometimes. Just Mika. No, I only play Mika.
Mika put in her work. The problem was the rest of the figures.
Yeah. Especially the Bears. They didn't know what a defense dice was when they were defending, and they didn't know what an attack dice was when they were attacking. But they knew what they were when they were... They knew what the defenses were when they were attacking, though. That's for sure.
True. So in terms of this in-game, I'm quite curious now to see whether or not Niko even advances Blastatrons. Because one of the ways to try to counter losing initiative is to just not move up your blasts. If you do that, though, you're ceding the board control for the entire game to the other army, which is pretty rough to do. But if you move up the blasts and you lose 3 of them...
offense either, which sucks for him, too.
Yeah. It's really hard for those blasts. Like, if your blasts are on low ground the whole time, you're like, and the other player doesn't screw up by letting the Glads get into their blasts, you're just looking at 1v3s for the entire game. That's pretty awful.
The center is going to be so congested because Glads can't disengage from other Glads, right? They're just all stuck.
That is correct. And there's an Ingvild glyph on this map, which is the most useless Ingvild I've ever seen or heard of, and it's kind of funny.
That's almost more useful than like if it's when it's orcs v orcs, because at least Grimnak can use the disengage.
Yeah. Grimnak actually gets a ton of value out of that. Grimnak would love to be able to like reposition around or something, but not happening here.
One thing to note is they can't tie down Zetacron, correct? He is free to move wherever he wants because he's large.
He can move. Yeah, I mean he'd have to take LEAs if it came to that, but yeah, he can move. They cannot tie him down. They cannot force him. They cannot lock him down. Yes.
That might make it useful.
It could.
Not really. The one glyph that's super helpful is Sola Astra. That's insane with Glad Blast.
Yeah.
Essentially, the Gladiatron is giving a +1 attack, which is what his job is. But he can give it to anything.
Yeah.
That might be. I think that's the best Glad Blast glyph is Sola Astrid.
There's a good argument for range +1 in that bunch as well. Getting up to 8 range lets you do some really gross things on modern tournament maps.
It depends on the matchup, though. It depends on the matchup.
For sure.
I think.
For sure. Yeah, this is not as good of an 8 range spot as it would be, because if you're going to use 8 range, it's mostly going to be shooting up in this particular matchup. But like, there's some other, like if you're facing pure melee where you can just like kite them from even further away, Eight range has a nice property on most tournament maps where basically nothing can engage you in one turn if you're max shooting at it.
Yeah, on this map too, it's nice. He can grab, he can shoot, even if you put a Blastitron there, he can shoot into the start zone from the glyph. Or
That's
he can
true.
shot back.
Indeed. Although, at the moment, he wouldn't be able to get shot back because that front row is all made up of Glads. So a Glad would have to move out of the way and move a Blastitron in there. So Niko does just hide in the corner, which is an interesting one. I hope Hush plays this slow. So Hush should take this as a sign not to overextend, but to just completely take control of the middle and then just hold it for the whole game and play a patient game there. I'm really hoping that Hush...
Oh, go ahead.
I hope Hush doesn't even... Well, I hope Hush brings up new Glads here. See, I don't like that Glad moving into the middle right now very much. I would love to bring up... Maybe one, and then another one takes Solar Astrid, but I want to see more Gladiatrons developing here. I don't want us to overextend one squad.
I don't even want to see him take Solar Astrid, because Niko can't take it next turn.
Well, you'd be able to use it to... The thing is, you'd be able to use it this turn to shoot a Gladiatron from height for a 3v3.
That's true. That's true. But I don't like moving the same ones twice. And we're not grabbing Solar Astrid either.
Generally, I agree with that, but we're going to move one twice to get to Solar Astrid this round no matter what. And at that point, I'd rather just do it sooner and get an extra Solar Astrid attack for the round.
Yeah, but we're double moving two of them, and neither one of them are gaining anything.
Yeah, I don't like this very much. We're not taking Solar... Well, actually, a Blastitron... We might take Solar Astrid with a Blastitron instead here. I have a feeling that's the plan. I don't like the number we moved, though. I would have liked to bring up more Glads from the back there. I don't think this was strictly necessary. Like that last one that we just moved up there, he's not accomplishing anything because no one could have moved to that spot anyways. Like nothing... It doesn't prevent anything from... Oh, we're not even taking Solar Astrid. That's a choice.
If we get 2 or 3 of these kills, though, we're kind of happy.
Oh, yeah, but we could take one of the shots from Solar Astrid instead.
Yeah, we could. I like Solar Astrid. Well, I thought that was a plan because that one would prevent him from engaging the Solar Astrid guy.
Right.
But he didn't even...
Yeah, I agree. No, don't get me wrong. I don't dislike this in the fact that I think that we're going to lose it. Well, we like that. Let's see 2 for... No, Niko, how do you do it? How do you do it? Sorcery. Oh, that's going to be our only... That's going to be our only 2 for 2 this whole turn. Damn it. Yeah, exactly. See, now we're back. We used it. That was our shot. That was our one shot at it.
See, yeah, we should have played slow because now Niko is going to get boosted.
Yeah.
Gladiatron shots.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not even going to get a kill.
We have one more shot, but it's not looking good.
Okay, let's see a whiff here. Get one.
No, perfect timing. Perfect timing all around. Yeah, this is bad. I mean, well, it's not bad, but it's not good. We just... The problem now is that if we get initiative switched, we get overrun on the high ground. Whereas if instead we had developed more guys on that order marker, we would be able to contest the high ground across the potential of an initiative switch.
Yeah, we need to for sure develop more guys here next order marker. But he probably won't because he's going to try to...
Well, the Glads, I mean, he's going to have to redevelop at least 2 because there's no purpose in moving the Glads that are super forward now. So the 2 Glads that are in the middle are likely to move up and then have 2 more Glads from the back replace them. That's kind of the pattern that we've locked ourselves into. My biggest issue, though, is if Niko gets the kill on the topmost Glad, which he's going to be targeting, then we have to choose between replacing him in that spot or taking Solar Astrid. And having to choose between those 2 things is not good. We want to be able to do both. Which is where having more...
I really wish we'd moved that top Gladiatron and taken Solar Astrid with that one.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we'll see if Niko even engages.
He's still playing slow, it looks like.
I mean, this makes some sense. I don't think Niko should... Well, Niko should just shoot the green... Niko should honestly just shoot the one guy. I would just engage the one Glad twice, the top Glad twice, because from that's where you can shoot him with your blasts from the back without getting shot back at. At this point, Niko wants to wait until order marker 3 to bring out his Blastitrons so that Hush doesn't get a chance to attack them in round 1.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that's
fair.
not a legal thing, my dude. We're going to have to back that one the hell up.
Yeah, he can't get there.
My dude has teleportation on the Gladiatron. There we go. Yeah, that you have to stop way before that. You have to stop way before that. That is an incorrect assumption of how Glad movement works. So as soon as that Glad moves adjacent to the other Gladiatron, he has to stop. As soon as he hits that first, as soon as the Glad moves onto this spot right here, he is locked down by Cyberclaw and cannot move anymore. Oh, that's a good sign for our for our team.
Cyberclaw is such a wild ability.
It is so
it's
powerful.
So polarizing.
It's such a good power.
Like if you're playing against like large something, it's like the worst power ever. But, like when you're playing against bonding melee, it's insane. Or like against cutters, it just straight up just counters the cutters.
Yeah, because they can't back up. They can't back up, so they get stuck and they have hit zones forever. It's pretty gross. So it looks like Niko's not going to engage us at all.
He could engage it with two people from the back too.
He's not engaging him at all. That feels like a big mistake.
He's making it play for Soul Astrid.
But
if we don't take Soul Astrid next turn, I'm gonna be really sad.
The problem with Niko's play here is that he has to kill that green Gladiatron in order to make it difficult for us to prevent Sola Astrid. If he doesn't kill that Glad, then the back Glad can just take Sola Astrid for free, and this whole play is meaningless because they will get stopped as soon as they engage that guy. So I don't like we're counting on 1v4s getting a kill here in order for this to look good from Niko's side.
One thing I like is that I don't know. Do you engage all 5 of those Gladiatrons with 2 of our Gladiatrons?
No, I ignore them. I take Sola Astrid and I bring up 3 more Glads from the back.
That's what I would like to see as well.
There's no need to move our Glads forward. Like we can just wait for his Glads to engage us. We want to be able to replace our Glad spots. Like when he gets a kill on one of our Glads, we want to be able to replace it, which means not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no way this is what? Sure, one of them moved twice, didn't they?
No, there's 8 of them.
Yeah, but some of those. Oh, did they all move? I thought one of them moved from the center up there. I guess they moved out of the start zone.
No, they all could have got there the first turn, I think.
Yeah, okay, I'm crazy.
Yeah, no, those are all legal movements.
I'm crazy. I thought somebody double moved for some reason.
Okay, yeah, the start zones are fairly far up. So we have 4 2v4s?
Yeah, 4 2v4s. At least we did engage that guy, but I wish we'd engaged him with 2. 3v4s are just so much better than 2v4s.
Well, we don't wish that he engaged him because we don't want him to be killed.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, strategy-wise, like if I'm Niko, I think I would have very much wanted to have another Glad there. The thing is, as Niko, you have so many Glads that you can the thing you have in your advantage is extra Glads. So I would just generally be very aggressive with engaging them, especially when you're shooting up. Like if you're shooting down for a 3v3, it's a little bit less necessary, but shooting up is just kind of rough.
Yeah, shooting up 2v4s. I think that Glad is gonna die on the second attack. He's gonna roll 1 for 2, and Hush is gonna blank.
We don't need that kind of energy. This is sponsored by .org, and we say 3 for 4, 3 for 4, 3 for 4, 3 for 4 defense. I'm greedy. I'm a greedy streamer.
I've played against so many Glad Blasts, and they always seem to just roll insane offense and no defense.
Well, that's because you need Raylan. It'd be nice if we had Raylan right now. That would be beautiful.
It would be nice. It's almost like any army is better with Raylan.
Almost. Well, there are definitely armies that are not better with Raylan. I think that heavy Greds don't want Raylan. That's my current opinion on the matter.
I think if you give a free Raylan in the format, any army would be happy with that.
Well, no shit. That's a different... Well, first of all, a free army with Raylan means everyone should be bringing some Braxis with them. Just to ignore that shit. I feel like, that's funny. You have 6 defense, I have a D20.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, yes, obviously if the Raylan was free, you would take it. My point is more that I think there are armies out there that would rather spend those 80 points differently than on Raylan.
That is fair. That is a fair choice.
All right, we missed the first one. That's beautiful. Can we miss a few more? No.
I told you.
No. All right,
I told you.
you're
it was
banned.
gonna happen on
OG.
the second attack.
OG, you're banned. Get another teammate in here.
Dang,
We
my
need
bad.
pause. No, okay. You're required to call things in our favor for the rest of the stream, since apparently your powers are just that good.
I'll do what I can, I guess. But now we have to engage in there somewhere, so we can't, because we don't want our blasts to get engaged.
Yeah, I think we have to send. I think we have to send a Glad. So I would send that green Gladiatron up on the top. I would send him to this 3 sand hex right here. I mean, I think it's important to block the middle, and then I would have a Blastatron go take Sola Astrid. Yeah, we're gonna lose the blast in the process, but I think it's. I'd rather I think we need a Glad in the middle. So that now we're letting.
I like this, and I think we send the Glad in the middle to the right, to the 3 hex or whatever.
That's fair, but now we're just not developing any new Glads.
We can still develop 2. See, this is what I would have done. Let's see. I can see what the last movements are, but I think we develop 2.
We have to do
I
that.
don't like that
we
one.
have to do that because otherwise the Gladiatron can get up and engage both of our blasts on max height. Like this Glad here can go up to right here and tie up both.
I see.
Because when we triple move like this, when we yoink that guy out of the center, we have to have somebody else in the center in that side to replace him. And now we have to develop another Gladiatron towards Sola Astrid. Like this is the most mandatory move towards Sola Astrid. No, that one can't get to Sola Astrid. No, that one's 6 away from Sola Astrid. No.
Oh, why are we going there?
No, we can get engaged. We can get engaged there too.
Level 3?
Oh no, this is brutal. If Niko gets this initiative switch, he can just win the game.
These 2 Blastatrons, but that doesn't help us.
Well, it does, but we're not going to get enough. We're going to get caught here. We always get caught here. Oh, I am very not happy with how this turn is developing.
You just stay on level 4.
Yeah, there's no reason to move. Well, I mean, the only reason to move up is to shoot blasts, but I'm very. I don't like anything about this turn.
We have to kill both of those.
That one can get engaged too. No, hush. That one can get engaged too. Back. Oh, this is not good. We're gonna lose our entire forward line across this switch. If we're lucky, we kill 2 Blastatrons in exchange for our entire front line here. This is
Why are we moving
bad.
them forward? I don't get this.
It's just to target Blastatrons. I mean, I gave the advice of target Blastatrons if you can early, but I didn't mean at the risk of losing your whole army. So this is unfortunate. Based on this turn, I think Niko is quite favored in this game.
Well, that other one he just moved, that front one, he can't even shoot a Blastatron. There's no point in moving it.
You are correct.
He can't even it can't get a blast. I don't mind taking level 4, but I take it over to the right.
Yeah, you just go right one spot to where you don't get engaged. Yeah, and we don't even...
that one?
With the top Blastatron, that was the use Sola Astrid there, but we didn't. I mean, we overextended for this 1 3v2, and we didn't even get it, and now we're just toast.
So that's 3v3. Still perfect defense. See that Glad isn't even the one we want to be targeting.
Well, that Glad's the one we have the best attacks on, though.
Yeah, but it's free. It's not free. It's stuck there.
I'm
You need to be shooting the not.
I'm not
stuck
certain
ones.
I agree with that assessment. Attacking the ones we have better stats on is worth something for sure. We're also not going to get a single kill this turn, though.
I feel like we attack the ones that aren't free so that we have a better chance of not losing our front line.
But he can just re-engage anything anyways. Like, I don't know. I think once he gets up to 3 attack dice, we're going to lose our front line anyways. I do see the argument. I do see the argument there. But I just think he has so many forward. I don't think there's a number we could have killed that turn that would have prevented that from happening. Anyways, like if we kill 3 of them, they still have enough to overrun us.
Yeah, this is just bad. This is bad.
We like desperately need to not get initiative switched here. If Niko gets this initiative switch, he's in an amazing position.
Oh. This is why we turn on Hexlog.
Mike's in our chat. It forces Niko to re-engage. You don't let them keep passive buffs. Yeah, I agree with that. I didn't say it nearly that well, but I agree with that sentiment. You get the higher quality attacks, and then, yeah, you also force them to re-engage. So I'm with you, Mike. I think I
think I would have shot the 2 up by that pillar because those were the only ones that could have engaged that 1 blast on level 3.
No, actually, this one right here could also have engaged that guy. This one on the Grace hex, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by walking in along this line here. So there were 3 different ones that could get there, and now we're counting on getting 3 kills off of 2v3s. And when we get less than it, we don't accomplish anything.
Yeah, I guess I didn't see that one.
This is just so bad.
I've changed my mind now. I really don't like moving the 1 blast to that bottom level 4. That's just as bad. Like we could have taken level 4 up to the right.
I see no benefit. I see no benefit to it. Yep, that is the correct move, Niko. Agree completely. I agree with the other 2 moves as well. Now, Niko should go and engage the guy on Sola Astrid as well. He wants to be able to take the glyph off the switch to like maximize the upside here.
The one nice thing is if we don't lose the guy on level 4, the next turn when the blasts move up to shoot that guy,
he is a homing.
+2, and he can kind of like hop them.
That is correct. Homing.
Like chain them.
He's a homing. The back guy, the back Blastatron shoots that one for a 4v3, and then the Blastatron that was engaged shoots a different guy. And then that is a cool aspect of Glad Blast, where you can use one as a beacon and then use it for an attack after the kill has gone through off the thing that it was beaconing.
So we just have to hope that guy doesn't die. Well,
we have to hope.
Predicting he's not going to.
Good. That's the spirit. That's what I'm talking about.
He's gonna roll 2 shields and block. He's gonna roll 2 shields.
You heard it here first. OG the OG soothsayer. That's what we're gonna go with for the rest of the stream, as long as these predictions stay on pace.
I mean, she whisper secrets.
Here, I can.
I think that model, other than Rise of the Valkyrie models, is the model I own the most of.
Which model?
Mika. I think at one point I had 3. And I didn't buy a single one. I just acquired them somehow.
Why did you have 3 Mikas exactly?
Well, I got a lot that wasn't supposed to have a Mika in there, but then it had a Mika. I was like, this is great. And then I ordered a pack. Someone else that something went wrong, and then they added a Mika as an apology. And I won a Sir H event, and I got a new unboxed pack. The pack had Mika in it, and I wanted the other heroes because I didn't have them.
Okay, fair enough. So
now I actually gave one of them to my friend, so I only have 2 now.
It's more than I have. We do see the last Glad engaging the Glad on Sola Astrid, which I think is correct. And now Niko is going to move up some Blastatrons and shoot guys from max range. We desperately need good defense. We need good defense and then not getting initiative switched here. Like, it could still end well for us if the next turn and the initiative go well, but there's more ways that this goes south for us than there needed to be. Yeah. So the attacks on the guy on Sola Astrid are going to be 2v4s. It's not like those are great attacks off of 2v4. Same, the attacks on the Blastatrons are going to be 2v3s. Again, not great attacks, but we're just giving an extra attack dice unnecessarily. Like, we take 1v3s and 1v4s all day long. 2vs? That's getting scary. Quarter of the time they go 2 for 2. Oh, he backed up. He's thinking about doing something different.
Oh, well, that's good. I really am disappointed we didn't move that top Gladiatron 5 spaces forward.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm
Like,
with you.
Position,
I'm with you.
it looks he's got the guy positioned just perfectly to get Soul Astrid, and he hasn't moved.
I'm with you. I agree.
When am I allowed to start rioting? That's what I want to know.
If we get initiative switched and lose the height and lose all the height.
All right, then I can riot?
Yeah, then you can riot.
All right.
But it could still go well. If it goes well, if it goes well, no rioting. If it goes well, we start praising the prediction abilities.
Yes. I'm really glad we didn't engage Soul Astrid. That's nice. Very handy.
Yeah, I'm with you.
He did engage the other Gladiatron.
Yeah.
So he's going all in and getting that one. So they're gonna be what, 3v4s?
Yeah, these are gonna be 3v4s. That's correct. These are gonna be 3v4s. All right, there you called the first one.
No, I was guessing the Blastatron.
Oh, okay. Bye. Ah, we needed another one. We need to reverse those. Let's see, Mike. Yeah, I don't even go for solo on turn 3 here. I'm focusing on the 2 frontmost glads because Hush's glad development is so strung out. Interesting.
I think that's wrong. But Mike's a better player than I am, so I might be wrong.
Mike's played Glad Blast more than I have as well, so I'm inclined to probably just say Mike is right in a situation like this where he's played the army a lot more than I have. It's interesting. I have
lots of experience with, like, not necessarily playing it, but playing against it. And I think, like, Soul Astrid is always just so strong with it.
So here's the thing, though. If this next attack misses, and all we did was lose a single Glad... Ah, damn, we lost both. Okay, this is bad. Losing both is a problem because we can't replace both. So Hush is now down basically an entire squad of Glads for one... I mean, yeah, obviously like this round one went awfully with the way this played out. You don't need to engage Soul here. You have plenty of time. Guaranteed 2 kills into forward Glads. Are they guaranteed? I don't know how guaranteed. I mean,
I don't think you're guaranteed.
3v4.
He could have got 0 kills there. That's just as likely as getting 2, I think.
No, that's not true. 2 is far more.
I think you're guaranteed 1.
2 is far more likely than 0.
I think you're guaranteed 2.
2 is far more likely than 0. That's interesting. I mean, it certainly works out. If you clear both of those guys and then get the switch. So I see it. If you kill both of those and get the switch, you're just on all the height now, which is pretty nice. And then you take out Sola next turn. So, I mean, actually, you know what? I'm taking it back. I agree with Mike. Because Hush doesn't have a guy ready to replace Sola with, this is fine. Because if you get the switch, you'll kill the guy on Sola on the next turn and then take it on Order Marker 2. And Hush won't be able to contest that. Okay, we fade the switch. We fade the initiative switch. That's beautiful. How do we recover this position?
I don't know. Do we just have to mobilize?
I'm only moving one front glad. I'm moving one front glad and bringing up dudes.
I think the one middle one moves to the center, goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by the blast on level 4.
Yeah, I agree. Right here to the sand. Yep.
And then the other blast backs up so he can't get engaged.
Agreed with that. Mike says 4 3v4 is into the 2 is the best math. Okay, I believe you. I haven't done it, and it seems like you have. So we're gonna assume Mike's math is correct here. On that, he seems confident, and I have done 0 math on the subject, so I believe you. I do like the same spot you were describing. I think we do that one glad movement and then bring up 3 new ones, and then we just try to chain ping. So like we try to use our forward. We bring up. I would probably bring up 1 new Blastatron just to have some development, and then try to take 3 forward shots. I don't like that movement.
I don't mind that. Well,
I don't hate it.
Yeah,
I don't hate it.
You can always.
I don't hate it.
You could put that. You could put that Blastotron behind him so he's safe. Safe-ish. He can still get engaged from one, but then he's got the Gladiatron really far out there.
Well, it would take an LEA to
Like
engage him. You would take an LEA to engage him.
No, this the one Gladiatron. If the solo 4-hex guy moves down one space,
he should go one space further than that. I think he should go one space further than that.
He should. That guy definitely should. That's the move I like the most. We need to bring 2 more up. We just have to.
Yeah, you have to bring the one you've been begging for all game has to move into range of being able to retake Sola. Like we didn't get initiative switch, which means we have to be positioning to hold Sola. Like we just absolutely have to. It's the most mandatory thing.
And then we move this the bottom topmost Gladiatron, if that makes sense.
The bottom top. What?
The bottom of the starts like the bottom one at the top of the triangle.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sure.
He needs to move all the way forward. He needs to move 5.
Sure, that's fine.
We need that because he can contest the center.
Any of those developments back there would be fine with me. We have to develop them all eventually.
Oh, don't go there. Well, yeah, no, don't go there.
I mean, I don't hate it. Like it's a good spot to have a glad. That's good. There you go. And now we need to move that top guy to contest Sola. No, we don't have anyone to contest Sola again. No. Oh no.
We've just seen it Sola Astro at this point.
Mega Silver joining the chat. Go Hush. Gotta root for my locals. Ooh, I hope you're right. Yeah, I hope so. We need some amazing dice in this situation. We are in trouble. We are in major trouble.
Okay, I don't mind that spot with the blast. It's not where I would have gone, but I don't mind that spot.
It's safe. It's at least safe. It's at least a safe spot. Yeah.
Maybe we move the Blastotron up there, get some development out of the Blastotron, and then it can take Sola Astrid. I don't like that, but we're just not moving anymore. Oh, we didn't move a single Blastotron.
We moved one, but we didn't bring it. We didn't develop any. Yeah.
You didn't develop any. That's what I meant. We didn't develop any.
I don't love that either because we're gonna lose 2 blasts on the next turn. But you know, it is what it is. I like that roll, however. That's a good roll. We used Sola there, unfortunately, because we didn't need it, but that's fine.
Yeah, that was the important one to get, though, because it frees up that guy to shoot the other.
Well, both we have
the other guy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try to target the other one next. I would use who's he shooting? Oh, okay, we got a Blastotron. I mean, I get it. I know. I feel bad because I think this is good advice I gave gone awry. I gave the general advice of like targeting blast when possible, but this is not really when possible. Sometimes when possible doesn't mean when technically feasible. It means when practically feasible. And I think this is a situation where it falls into the former but not the latter. If we miss this,
he doesn't. He gets extra dice. I don't know. Is that something we're allowed to like tell him because he's got? I don't know if he knows that the Blastotrons.
He fixed it. He fixed it. He fixed it. It didn't matter anyways. Now we're stuck taking a 2v4 into the same glad, but like this is where we really needed to have moved up another guy, because we could be getting the exact same attack here, a 2v4 with it free with development, and now we're counting on the 4 just whiffing. But I mean, even if it does, we could have had a development for free. That's the opposite of a whiff.
That's not a whiff.
So we've killed 2 glads and 1 blast.
Yeah, that was a good Gladiatron to get to, though. So now he has to. No, well. Yeah.
He can still double engage. He can still double engage Sola.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
But he has
if I'm
to
Niko, I
use the
focus.
Blastotron again.
I think if I'm Niko here, I focus on just wiping out the two guys near Sola Astrid. There's no one remotely able to replace them.
Yep, I go there. That's a good
Yep,
spot.
I
That's
like
the
that.
best
I agree.
spot for him.
I agree. I would send another one from the back up to engage them both as well. So this guy here,
That's what I would have done.
this guy here can go engage them both and give you a second lightning rod attached to them. And then you've got the double engagement.
They're really just stuck there.
Yep. And they're just hitting ducks. Because now, once you do that, you can actually replace this guy's spot with a Blastotron. You can move a Blastotron from the back up to that same spot. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Now you replace him with a Blastotron, and you get a 3v3 on that Glad to get him off solo. And it's impossible to do anything about. There's nothing that we can do to contest it back.
One nice thing is that if that guy doesn't die, those Blastotrons are gonna, those Letatrons should both die because they'll be getting +2.
That's true. This is true, but that's true of pretty much any position that they extend into in the game. It's like if defense holds, then the flip side is better for us because we've got extra rods. But I mean, it's going to be a tough ask for that guy to survive. There's a chance Niko ships another Glad into there too, just to like uber kill it, which I wouldn't hate.
I think that would benefit us if he did do that.
I don't know. There's so much upside to clearing out those two dudes. We just can't replace it. Like you clear out the north now, and then at the end of this round, you try to clear out the middle, and then have it all going into round 3.
Yeah. But engaging 3 into 1 guy, granted, it is the Soul Astrid guy.
I actually think I would do that, and then send one more Glad up to engage the Blastotron in the south, because you don't really need more than. I don't love that.
No, I don't think that's great.
I'd rather engage the two of them together. I'd rather engage the Glad and the Blast if I'm going to ship a guy there. He might still do that, in fairness. Like, he might be looking to double engage that Glad in the middle and then be looking to fill up
I was looking at that too. The issue is he can't shoot the middle guy's pretty well protected.
Mike agrees with the taking the north now strategy in the chat. So, probably right then. If we got Mike on board with it, it's probably good.
At this point, though, I think I just have to just disagree with Mike on a principle.
I don't know if that principle is going to hold. What principle is that exactly?
He makes me use Vassal, and it makes my brain hurt.
Mike, did you know you make OG's brain hurt? I imagine you take pride in that.
Like, I had to do math at work today, and now there's too many Glads and Blasts, and we're on Vassal. Like, my brain is just mush.
Well, the good news is you just have to watch this game. You don't actually have to use the Vassal software to do anything.
I didn't figure out how to download the new module. That was enough.
My condolences.
In my last Vassal experience, that was quite the... Yeah, my stupid wound markers kept, or what's it called? The order markers. That window kept disappearing. It was a whole fiasco.
Mike would like you to know that he is shocked.
That doesn't surprise me.
That's an interesting place to put a Gladiatron.
It blocks off us from taking the level 4, but we don't really have any irons in the fire over there.
Actually, we still can. We can have this Gladiatron right here. I don't know if you're watching the stream. You can have this Gladiatron right here, and then he can walk two to the north, 3, 4 up to the grass, and then 1 over to the spot. So we could still get there. Mike says IHA, and he are going to play once this game finishes up. Cool. Is that happening regardless of the outcome here, Mike, or just if we manage the comeback with Hush? I'm about 30% kidding with that question. I do figure you are going to play anyways. I do realize that, but it's worth razzing.
Wait, so I get a root against Mike still?
Well,
Heck yeah.
of course you do. Our teammate's playing Mike.
I didn't know that.
It's been on the schedule the whole week.
Oh, I just did what I was told.
Okay, good job. Mike says yes, regardless, lol.
Well, what did he say?
He says yes, they are indeed playing regardless of the outcome here.
Heck yeah.
I have been banned from forfeiting.
Mike for one.
Who banned you from How can anyone ban you from forfeiting? Can't you just ban them from banning you?
This is like banception over here.
We got Heroes of the Scape in the chat too. Welcome, welcome. Well, that's bad.
That's a sad one. I hope he blocked one. I don't know if that glad can be... Are the glad swords hit zones? I don't know if that blast can see the glad.
The swords are not hit zones.
Yeah, I don't think that blast can see that glad on Soul Astrid.
There's certainly a way to have positioned the glad such that he couldn't. There probably is also a way to position him such that he could have. And because it's Vassal, we don't really know. Zach Anderson, what's the damage so far here? In your favor, Zach. In your favor.
It's good for you, bad for us.
We have lost 3 glads and 1 blast. And we're about to lose a lot more. And you've lost 2 glads and 1 blast. But that doesn't paint the picture of how good the board is for you at the moment. Yep, this shot makes perfect sense. Another 2 for 3. We block it! Let's go, Hush! Let's go! We need blocks. Hush, cleaning up after dinner service, but here to cheer on your teammate. Go, Niko. Yep. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your teammate is doing well right now. You have much to cheer on. I'm cheering for shields at the moment.
I'm cheering for blanks on the attack dice.
That's sweet. Between the two of us, we've got it covered. Got him. Held steady.
Just go.
We need to hold one more time.
Let's go.
We need to hold one more time. Actually, no, he doesn't even have a shot with the last one. Yeah, no line of sight. One thing to note here is these are AoE ruins and those block nothing. Are they AoE? Oh, Jesus. I like... This is the second map where that's been the case. And all I know is I'm looking at it top down. So that's... I don't know. I don't love having things be AoE ruins and them not looking like AoE ruins. This is a problem.
Yeah, because I legit thought those were regular ruins, because I don't think that he had line of sight if those were regular ruins.
And Zach's right. He may well have had line of sight if they were AoE ruins.
If they were AoE ruins, then yes, probably, but...
So I don't hate this. The play here is just to obliterate the glads in the middle of the map. Like we lose the glyph no matter what. I don't hate this at all.
It, which is great. We did keep. We have another opportunity to move that top glad.
Yes, it should happen. It should be happening. Yes, it should once again be happening. We should move up a couple in the middle here. I do like moving that guy up. One of the benefits of moving of extra engaging with glads is you get to then bring up blasts from the back and still get high percentage attacks in while doing the development. Because if you've got like 3 lightning rods next to a dude, it's still a 4v4 when you do the development, which it just helps you benefit the development a lot. But I do agree, I would still move that one Gladiatron to replace it because we can be guaranteed to replace Soul Astrid still next turn. What? No idea what we're talking about at the moment.
If we move the top Gladiatron, can I riot?
Yes. Yes, you may. I'll find the GIF.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
The Last Airbender riot meme, but that's okay.
No, it's the little dog for me. Once I found him, I fell in love with that little sucker.
Yeah, but Avatar: The Last Airbender is like an S-tier TV show.
Never seen it.
Really? You're missing out.
I'm failing to find it. Okay, I'm going to have to search with, like, type GIF. There we go.
Is it GIF or is it GIF?
It's one of those. Hell if I know. All right, I got the little corgi ready to go. If it comes to it, he will be in play.
Which channel are we posting him in? Because I'm gonna post one too.
Oh no, I'm not posting. I'm not posting him to the channel. I was just gonna put it on stream. I have it pulled up in a browser window to throw on screen. Darkleaf agrees that it is a good. Darkleaf agrees with you that it is a good show, and Heroes of the Scape would like you to know just don't watch the movie.
I haven't. I've never watched it.
There you go. All right, chat. We got agreement here between the chat and my co-streamer. And also, I'm going to be getting a little bit distracted because I am pulling up Ole Miss versus Miami on another screen here. So my condolences if I'm a little bit distracted from that. I have a heavy rooting interest for Ole Miss. Zach Anderson, how did all those blasts get caught by Glads? That's an excellent question, Zach. Mike, okay, I know. I let them know that they are. Okay, sweet. Appreciate that, Mike. Mike went in and let them know that they are AoE ruins and not castle ruins, which is important for them to be aware of. So appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, okay. Back to the. I'm even watching this. I just got my Riot GIF ready. Have we started attacks yet? No, we haven't.
No, but we haven't moved. We haven't moved my Gladiatron.
So there's still a possibility of no riots then. But we haven't moved. We haven't moved 4 though. He might still be in play.
See, I was intentionally staging that guy, so there's a perfect 10 move stuff, and I was about to be really happy. And he hasn't moved yet, and I'm about to cry.
You've been on that the whole game. He's got to move eventually.
I don't think at this point, I don't think that guy's ever going to move, and he's going to get shot and die before he moves.
That's the opposite of the energy that we need. We need positive energy and positive vibes. We're going to get 4 kills here, and then our defense is going to hold.
I'm all for that. I'm on team 4 kills and no kills in return. That should have been our team name, is Perfect Dice. Sponsored by Perfect Dice. No bad dice allowed.
All right, we're still waiting to see how it goes. I mean, I see no reason not to bring that guy up, but I also saw no reason not to bring him up the last 2 turns when he should have been brought up as well. So, dunno.
Who posted that?
Who posted what?
Oh, you're still talking about my Glad. I thought someone said that they didn't agree with bringing him up. And I was
No. No, I was just doing that. Zach wants me to talk about the new Ole Miss coach. Hell if I know. I don't know shit about it. I'm just from Mississippi. And Mississippi never does well, so we got a shot. That's all. We got to beat the other semi-south state, and then we can play a northern state. That's the extent of my knowledge and involvement there. But I do think them winning a natty after their coach left to go try to win a natty somewhere else would be truly hysterical. All right, going back to Heroscape now. I don't think we're going to do it. We just brought up a different Glad. We didn't do it. No! All right, I'm putting him on screen. There you go.
I don't see him.
You may be a little bit behind. I'm not sure, but he's there. He's on the stream. We'll try to make him a little bit smaller. I don't think I can make him less. Yeah, it's as small as I can make him. Well,
now he's showed up.
there you go. We got a little riot going in. Heroscape. I hate the SEC, but I wouldn't mind if Ole Miss won it. That does feel a little bit contradictory, I have to say. Just a tad. Just a tad. All right, back to the Heroscape. It looks like we're actually about to have some attacks.
I like this. We move the blast up. We're taking the forward. He gets 3. He still gets a 3v4. I'm not riding right now. I think this is the best play with like the Blastatrons we've seen. Max range.
Yeah, it's better from the blasts.
Most upside out of this guy.
It's better from the blasts for sure. It's just not like we're just yielding Soul Astrid, which is unfortunate.
We could have protected it so many times too.
Yep, I agree. Oh no, we get oh, that's bad. We get punished for that.
Wait, that guy shouldn't have had. I thought we were shooting from the bad guy.
No, the back guy didn't have line of sight to him. I don't think through the ruin. I think we shot from the heighted. I think we took the Oh, then it would have been more than.
The heighted guy. He shouldn't have had any defense then. The guy that's marked. If it shot the guy that's marked.
It had to be the back. You're right. It had to be the back. The second shot is heighted boy, and we do take him out. So we haven't used soul. The back guy must have shot him then.
Okay, it's the back guy.
So we do free up. We do free up the that blast now at least. Now we just got to try to take out those 2 glads in the middle. These are going to be 4v3s. No. That was a Niko shot. That was the Niko shot from Mike. Oh, you're right. That was.
I thought it was.
Oh, okay, all right, never mind. Yep, got it. So they ruled that he did have line of sight to Sola, and so that was the shot going back to Niko's last turn. Thank you, Mike. I completely missed that. So the first shot from Hush was the kill. Okay, so we've got we're 2 for 2 then so far this turn.
We're shooting blasts now, though.
We shot the one blast.
We
shot the one blast. We're gonna go back to shooting glads now. It looks like blocked. That's unfortunate.
Dang it.
Or not blocked yet. I just saw. I guess yeah, no, not blocked. Just one skull. It is blocked though. We got one more shot on that guy.
I'm almost tempted. Never mind.
Oh no! Wait, did we use Sola Astrid this turn?
We didn't use enough attack. We didn't. You see, that guy should have had height too.
Well, who did he shoot?
I don't know. Whoever he shot should have had 4. He should have had 4 dice on. Because we didn't use Soul Astrid. If he has height with double engaged blast, that's 4. He should have had an attack of 5 somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But I didn't see all the individual targeting, so I'm not certain. Like he could have attacked a different Gladiatron for some reason, and then he would have had lower attack, but I don't really know. Mike, any idea what went on there? Do you know why those were 2 attacks of 3 instead of attacks of 4 and 5? So what have we got? What have we killed now? We've killed. We have lost. Still have only lost 1 Blastatron. We've lost 3 glads and 1 blast, and Niko's now lost 3 glads and 2 blasts. Somehow the math trade is in our favor. I still don't think it's great for us, but I mean, it's less bad than it was before. Mike didn't see the individual targets either. Okay, yeah, Well, Jackson says he's.
That's one thing with Vassal I really dislike is it's so much harder.
Well, Jackson thinks he forgot Sola, but he would have forgotten height because if he was taking the blasts on that middle glad, they should have been 4v. They should have been 4vs +1 for height, +2 for the 2 glads. So it would have been even more. Like it would have been a 4v3 and then a 5v3. Or if he missed the first one. But anyhow, sorry. Go ahead. Go for it.
I don't remember what I was saying. It probably wasn't important then.
Never know. Could have been. All right, so let's see. We have killed 2 blasts. I will say one thing here. Jackson says he used Sola to shoot the blast in the start zone. Yes, you're right. Jackson is correct. Sola was used there because we had a 3-skull roll on a Blastatron, which had to have been Sola. Okay, I'm with you there then.
But our last attack still should have been an attack of 4.
If he targeted the right Gladiatron, but he might have targeted a different Gladiatron. Like, it's possible he was targeting the Glads over by Sola Astrid instead. And if he was, then those would have been attacks of 3. So without knowing what the target was, I can't know whether it was the right number of attack dice or not. He may well have shot the Glads over by Sola Astrid. Like, I could see a person doing that. So, yeah.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. For targeting on here, it's so much more difficult than on the Heroscape's interface. Like, I gotta go click Control A, Control T.
See, Mike,
just click.
I'm not the only one who struggles with Control A, Control T. That's all I'm saying.
Like, I know the shortcuts. I can remember the shortcuts. I think it's just a pain to have to use extra buttons when I can use no extra buttons.
See, as I said earlier on the stream, I'm a fan of buttons. I have to now defend buttons for the rest of the season. So I must be on Team Button as it happens. Shirt still has no buttons on it, sadly. I'll have to remedy that. But so it seems like we're mostly developing. What?
Are we at buttons now?
What about buttons?
Are we sponsored by buttons now instead of sponsored by .org?
No, we're not. I have no. Please tie up the South Blast. It does seem like he missed height once, Jackson thinks. Yeah, but it depends on what he targeted, though, again. If he targeted the Glads over by Sola Astrid, then he didn't miss height. He just would have still had attacks of 3. Zach Anderson, please tie up the South Blast. He did. He shipped a Glad in there.
See, at this point, I don't know that it benefits us to shoot Blastatrons, which is, I think, where the advice went south. At this point, I think it's better just to keep shooting the Gladiatrons.
Yeah, the advice, try to take out the Blastatrons is the point of it is to try and get them below a squad. But if you're not going to be able to get them below a squad, then killing a couple of them doesn't accomplish much, is the issue. That being said, I mean, maybe we get a chance to shoot them again. Ooh, I like the fact that he just gave us another shot. I mean, there's a world where Niko gives us shots on the Blastatrons, though, and we are able to get them below a squad. If that happens, we're just loving life. That Blastatron just moved into range of being shot, so we're going to take, like, at this point, if we have any Blastatron shots, I do actually like taking them. I think we invested so much into getting them down to 6 that if we get them down to 5, we're starting to push the envelope in our favor. Heroes of the Scape. Yeah. Get a Stream Deck and make custom keys. You have your button. I wish I knew what that meant. That's all I got, unfortunately. I am the most technologically illiterate person who runs and maintains a Heroscape website. I'll go with that as my title.
I'm just technologically illiterate. Like, I didn't know that for a long time you could just click Control-C, Control-V. That, like, changes everything. That's, like, massive.
Jackson, I hope you're better than we are, or our team is screwed. Also, Ole Miss is now losing. Damn it.
I did know before the league that if anyone drafted me, you were getting a very dumb person on your team. And to beware. I did make that. I thought I made that very clear.
The first shot on Sola goes through. That's awful. That's really awful.
We could have contested it too.
So, okay, here's the thing. We actually can kill 2 Blastatrons still on this next turn. We can get him down to 1 squad of blasts, and I'm pretty confident that Hush is going to go for that because it's what he's been playing for the whole game. So he's got 2 Blastatrons in range. We can take the one who's here on the single level 4 height and pivot him up to the level 4 grass.
Let me go to the stream so you can show me better.
The problem is it's a little bit delayed, but we have this Blastatron who's on single height, it's grass. He can move up to the 4 height grass, 3 to the left, and then he'll be able to get a heighted shot on 2 of the Blastotrons in the start zone, whichever one he wants. We do block the next 2 attacks. That's good. Can we block the last attack? That'd be massive. Jackson rewinded it and says that they're all good and we're idiots. So I trust him because I have no problem being an idiot. And Niko misses the last one. All right, he only got 1 kill on that turn. That's pretty amazing. And then the second attack is the Blastotron, who's right here on grass height, can hit that Blastotron. So we have the ability to... No. Oh, that's a Glad. Okay, that's fine. I thought that was a Blast. I freaked out. I thought a Blastotron just moved into that spot. Yeah, that's fine. I got no issue with that. I kind of like that spot. I kind of like those spots. We're going to be shooting... At this point, we have to sell out to get Blastotrons. We just have to get them down below a squad. I know we're not going to be able to do it here, but we might be able to on the following turn. And that's pretty much our only hope.
We can get 3 Blastotrons this turn.
I don't see... 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, you're right! You're right! Yes, I see it.
If we kill that guy, we can get 3 of them.
You're right. No, that has to be the play. We have to play for that. We absolutely... have to go for it. Fuzzy Bob, that's a very niche title. I assume you're talking about the name of the format. And yes, it is. It is a very long format name. Indeed it is. Lots of restrictions on that one. And that's probably why we're seeing just Glad Blast versus Glad Blast, because it was a good army.
We move that guy and we move him to the level 2 6. What the heck?
So there's some merit. There is some merit to this plan. The point of that is to prevent Niko's Glads from being able to get into our start zone as easily to start engaging our back Blastotrons. So I don't hate it. I mean, I would have. We already couldn't take. Niko is taking Solar Asteroid on his next turn, anyways. It's too late. We already lost the ability to contest it. Wait, no, we're not going for. Now we're not going for blasts. No, we had shots on 3 of them. No, this was the time.
You have to clear up that guy. That guy needs cleared out.
No, you don't. And you're not going to get it anyways.
Yeah,
we could have killed 3 Blastotrons here. We could have had them below a squad. Oh, this hurts. Okay, that's good. We got him. We better get him. We better get him. I haven't seen the defense yet. Okay, there we go. We've been cursed. We've been cursed by the blanks happening when we use Solar Asteroid this whole game. It's been kind of brutal. So we're gonna take that Glad shot now for sure. Sorry, the blast shot. No, we're not. Now we're not shooting blast. We finally had a chance to get him below a squad and we stopped targeting them.
Get Blastotron.
We do get him.
Look at that.
Darkleaf post-game locker room chat about to go crazy. Only if we lose. If we win, I get to say post-game, I'm the idiot, well played. That's the plan.
A blank here would be nice. Oh. Only 2 kills.
We got 3 kills. We got 3 kills. Oh no, never mind. I can't read. You're right. Damn. That's kind of brutal.
The initiative switch potential though here is insane.
Yeah, it was last time too. Like, because of the way we opened the game, we have to fade the initiative switch the entire game. As soon as it happens, we're just screwed.
It is nice that his Blastotrons are just stuck shooting up now, but when you're getting attacks of 4s and 5s, it doesn't always matter.
Oh, man. I don't get not shooting Blastotrons there when we've been shooting them the whole time. Once you have the chance to get them below a squad, you just have to just YOLO for it. Like if we do kill 3 of them there, we're just ahead all of a sudden.
Can we write about that again? I want to write about something.
You can write in a minute. I got to respond to something. Heroes of the Escape thinks Fuzzy was referring to least techie person that runs a Heroscape website title. That's fair. That is also a very specific title. But the fun thing is I get to make up titles. because it's my stream. So, there we go. But yes, that is a very, very niche and very niche thing. And if anything, it's actually just a compliment to Battle Network more than anything else. So that's it. We have that. Oh,
that title should pull up Grimnack in the .org builder.
Too much effort. Too much effort.
Too much effort.
We got to win a game.
I think it's a good use of effort.
Okay, you can do it then.
I don't know how to do that.
That's unfortunate. I mean, we're once again in the same spot where, like, if we get good defense and win the next initiative, we could be in a good spot. But how bad of a spot we could be in if the inverse of those two things happens is just worse than how good of a spot it could be if they go our way. And also, like, these are going to be fairly high percentage attacks, so it probably doesn't go our way. We do have a lot of Blastatrons left, though. I will give it that. Like we have a significant number of Blastatrons left in our army. So, I don't know. Like, it's still doable. It's definitely still doable.
Yeah, if we get 0 kills here, it'll be fantastic. Get the initiative switch and then get 4 kills. We're looking good.
I like the way you think. That's how my game against Kevin yesterday went. It was in the worst possible position, and then plan C was have literally everything go right the rest of the game, and it did. So you never know. You never know. Sometimes you just hit miracle runs of everything going your way, which we need here.
One thing you note is if we next round we could. Oh no, he's got 4 squads of Gladiatrons. Never mind.
Yep. Well, -4/-1, but yeah. No, he's at beta. Never mind. He has the full 4. I keep forgetting he's at beta. So he has the full 16 Glads in his army, which is part of why I didn't like attacking Glads. Mike's got to bounce. Hoping Niko gets the initiative switch. That's fair. I would be hoping for that as well if I was on the flip side. Appreciate your help so far, Mike. Thanks. Be good. Yes, well, us and Mike have slightly different rooting interests in this one as it happens.
Unacceptable.
Perfectly acceptable. That's how healthy competition works.
Fair enough. What do you think about this map?
I don't like it very much. I don't even have a good reason for it.
I quite enjoy this map. It doesn't have road, it doesn't have anything else. But it seems like
Yeah,
I enjoy this map. I think it's one of Jack's better maps. Especially with it's an only AoE set.
I think part of my...
So I think what he's able to accomplish with just the AoE set is quite commendable.
I agree with that assessment. I have no disagreement with that analysis at all. Mostly, I'm just a little bit sad as to how many games I've had to practice and watch on this map recently. It kind of got drawn a lot in round 1, and I had to practice, and I practiced both of these, so this is like the 4th game I've watched on this map in the last 3 days. I'm also a little bit sad still about how good of a map it was for Zach's army. That's unfortunate. Fuzzy Bob, how many more initiative switches do you think he needs to dodge to be fine? Just one. Honestly, just one. I just think we have to dodge this next one. I think next round we have the potential to clear out a significant amount of stuff if we can dodge one more initiative switch. But this would be our second one. I think we have to dodge round 1 into round 2, and then round 2 into round 3, because of the way round 1 opening went. If we do dodge the next one and have and I think we're in reasonable position though. Mostly because by the time round 4 comes around, I don't think both armies are going to be at full stats anymore. And so at that point in time, it's going to be more about which army got dropped below full stats first and less about who wins that initiative. Because if we're able to get them down to 2 blasts going into round 4, say, then it doesn't really matter if they win initiative. Their upside is just super limited. And on the contrary, if we've been overrun off of height before round 4, which is the opposite reality, then at that point, it doesn't really matter who wins the initiative switch anyways, because we're screwed regardless. Oh, more penalties. Ole Miss, what are you doing? What are you doing? Too many things to root for here, and none of them are going the way I would have preferred. But we got time. We got plenty of time. This game ain't over. It's the first quarter of Ole Miss versus Miami. Okay, we blocked the first attack. That's good. We blocked the first one. How many more can we block?
Good.
These are 3v4s.
All of them keep the initiative. All of them keep the initiative.
I like the way you think. I'd be fine with losing one guy and then keeping the initiative. I think that's also a reasonable outcome for us. Not reasonable mathematically, but reasonable for us.
So if we had to lose 2 guys to keep the initiative, would you be okay with that?
Yes. As opposed to losing less and losing the initiative, yes. So far, so good.
Okay, is if we lost 0 this turn, lost the initiative, and lost 0 next turn.
Well,
I
sure.
would be okay with that.
Sure, but that's not... I mean, yes, obviously I'm okay with that, but that doesn't mean it's a probable thing that is probable. We lose that one, finally. Where did... Oh, okay, so he used Sola Astrid then. That was Niko's use of Sola Astrid, and we missed that defense. The thing is, if we don't lose any more, if we don't lose any more and hold initiative, we can refill that one spot. Fine, and like without an issue. But if we lose another one, we can't refill both spots. Oh, damn, that's bad. That's pretty bad. I mean,
we still fill that spot. That's still the best spot to fill.
Correct. We still fill the spot. We still fill that one. We still fill the top spot. But if we lose initiative, we are totally screwed. Oh no! We can't beat a 7. Brutal. That's probably game. We are going to get completely overrun now in the center. And there's not a thing to be done about it. Alas. Yeah. I mean, like, we could roll ungodly good, but we're just screwed now. It's pretty well played by Niko. I think Niko's played this game fairly well. I think he played into reasonable spots, protected his Blastatrons for the most part. Heroes of the Escape liking these results. I would think so, yes. I would think that you would like the 2 kills followed by the initiative switch. That does seem good for your teammates.
The thing that sucks the most is that Blastatron is getting engaged.
It's not a good outcome. But so is everything else is going to get engaged too, which is also unfortunate.
If we don't lose that much, it's okay, I guess. But we already lost 2 guys, which is what we did. We were okay losing 2, keeping the initiative, but now we're losing 2.
Yeah.
And we lost the initiative.
Well, the problem with that combo is he gets to move into this heighted position because he needed to kill both. He needed to kill both in order to be able to do this. But I mean, like, again, this is the most probable outcome, right? Like, Niko had a better board state, so like it's very reason. It's more than 50% for this to have gone well for Niko given the board state. We were just praying that we could fade it, but that's not how it is looking at the moment. We shouldn't get any more opportunities to shoot the Blastatrons, which is unfortunate.
We could have got 3 last... If we'd got 3 last turn, and he only had 3 attacks a turn, I think we're looking really good.
I agree. I completely agree with that.
But it wasn't super obvious, I guess, that he could get 3.
Yeah, you had to... It was a little bit more complex of a chain, but it was...
I've only played Glad Blast in a tournament once, but I've played against them so much that, like, I hate that I know how they work, but I know how they work because it's too complicated of an army for me to read.
Gotcha. All right, we got another question here in chat. Annie is asking about the bees. What do I think about the bees? Are they not top tier due to Q9 and 10th being able to mow them down? That's definitely part of it. I actually think
top tier because of all of the range.
The range is a problem. The other thing that happens when you're looking at just top-tier armies in cheese is you're assuming that almost every army has Raylan. And a 4-attack special attack that requires getting the kill goes down significantly in value when everything's got Raylan. So, like, in Delta, bees are going to have way less Rise of the Valkyrie Raylans to have to care about. And so they're going to have a lot more matchups where they can just, fly in and suicide at a high success rate. Whereas In cheese, you're going to have a lot more instances where the bees fly in and fail to get those kills, and they're very reliant on needing to kill the key targets early before they start to fall apart with their lower defense. So I think that's a big part of it.
Bees is that their heroes are kind of squishy. Like, they don't seem like it, but they're kind of, because they have to be like up there so that they can use the special power, which makes them
Yeah.
squishier.
Yeah, if you lose Mellifera, it's a real problem fast. Yeah.
I likes the bee, so if you talk to Dysel, you can get some bee advice.
Oh, like bees are.
knowledge and-
There's a lot of matchups where they can do. There's a lot of matchups where they can do well, but I think that all of the like Raylan backed stuff that you're going to see at like the top tier of like a cheese meta is just too much defense for them to be able to eat through.
I feel like even in Delta, their bad matchups are really bad, and their good matchups aren't that great where you wouldn't have wanted to just bring something else.
I don't know. They're pretty great into like lower defense stuff. Like they have a fair amount of good matchups. I think in Delta, I think it's better than that assessment. But
Well, like if you're into low defense stuff though, there's just other stuff that could just do the same thing but better.
maybe Heroes of the Scape is asking if we prefer Mal or Sujoa for the bees hero. I think Mal is mandatory. I think if you're running bees, you just always have to have Mal, and then you're looking at maybe sometimes including another hero, depending on the point total
I think a lot
and
of
the
times
figure
you
limit.
can get both of them because bees are so cheap.
I do agree with that. But if you only are going to go with one, I think like Mal and 4 bees is like the core, and then beyond that, you're looking at like maybe adding on another squad of bees, or maybe adding on Sujoa, or maybe adding on both. Yeah, Annie also saying ideally both. Bees. The other problem with bees though in Delta is a lot of Delta events run at lower figure totals, and bees are like any of the like cheap max spammy squads. You really need to be up there in like the 20 to 24 ideally figure limit, and below that they start to suffer. Like if you're looking at an 18 figure limit, it's tough because now you go Mal, Sujoa, bees X4, you got points left over, and you got no figures, and there's just not really any good ways to fill that out. So like lower, they're one of the units. They're one of the like VC units that ends up getting hurt most there by like say an 18 figure limit.
I feel like them and Cutters are probably the two figures that are most hurt by lower figure limits.
They're certainly up there. Fourth Mass are hurt a ton as well by lower figure limits. Annie 5 squads is almost needed. Yeah, exactly. And then the only way to get 5 squads is to have 24 figure limit, because then you get 5 squads and 2 heroes. Like that's 22 figures already right there between those two. So it's just like it's kind of unfortunate, but the squads that need to be at like 20x of the bodies, like they just have to have a 24 figure limit to even begin to be viable. And then you sometimes then need a few other things to go right in the format as well. So just because of that, it just means that there's a lot of formats where they're not, particularly viable in to begin with. I think Knights are another figure that struggles a bit at lower figure limits because they kind of just want to take Gilbert and then have as many Knights as they can. Knights of Weston, that is.
Yeah, but you can take 3x Knights and do very well.
Maybe. Not in... Maybe.
Like in a Delta event, if you're taking 3x Knights, like that's usually very good. Like, because most people are getting 3x Dwarves, 3x Romans, 3x.
I think you got to be in the 4x range for the most part, though, with most of those things. I would rather have 4x of a cheaper bonding melee squad for the most part. Like, I'd rather have 4... Like, I like your... For the most part, I would take, like, your current Greeks build over 3 knights in most situations. Just having those extra bodies. Okay, well, Ole Miss just broke off a 70-yard touchdown run, I think. Oh, no, he slowed down at the end. No, he got in. All right, you know what? Sometimes things go your way. Going back to the game, Niko's first attack goes through. That's unfortunate. And we have Glads up in our grill. So at this point, I think Hush has to, like, totally retreat. Whatever lives, you've just got to...
He can't.
Well, he can retreat a little bit.
He's not allowed to retreat.
No, not... But I mean, like... Sorry. I mean, let me rephrase that more specifically. Engage the stuff that's in the north near your start zone instead of continuing to contest the middle of the map. That is perhaps
All
a
right,
better
that's
description.
reasonable.
Like, I think you have to make it harder for Niko to continue replacing Glads with other Glads, and to do that, you have to try to string Niko's army out. The problem is we don't have a whole lot of Gladiatrons left ourselves. How many are we down to? 5. That's a problem.
We've got 5.
That's a real problem. All right, Niko whiffs, and then Niko rolls 2. He gets... That must have been an auto kill with the 2 skulls? I'm confused. Whatever, we blocked the next one. I don't know what the 5 attack of 5 that had 2 skulls was, because it couldn't have... Whatever it was, we didn't roll defense.
Maybe he rolls... I don't know.
We'll see if there's another attack. It's possible the attack of 5... It's possible the attack of 5 was... I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't see what the targets were. It went too fast for me.
If we only lost 1 in this initial switch, that would be nice.
Yes, that would be lovely. Lose 1 and then kill 4, you know, I can be greedy. I have no idea what's going on, though.
We've had high-quality attacks for the most part that last round. We could have got a turn of 4. Oh,
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
1 kill.
Yeah, just the 1 kill. I don't know what happened with the attack of 5 in there. It must have been a misclick or something. That's my only guess. But either way, we only lost 1 thing there. That's like, okay. So how do we try to salvage this? We have the 2 Glads up there. What we have, our Glad in the middle is stuck. Okay, so we can only move 2 Gladiatrons. The rest are all stuck here. I would go just for the north. I would just fight for the north here. The shit that's starting to get into our start zone. To do that... No! I don't like this. I don't like this. That guy's so dead next turn. He just gets engaged by everyone. I don't think we have the bodies to fight a 2-front war here. I want to retreat as much as possible to force the Gladiatrons that are near that space to double move to get to us before they can get in. And, yeah, I think this is bad.
I will be right back.
Okay. Now, the flip side of this argument is to do the opposite of what I wanted, and it's to try to abandon the north and just fight for the middle, which is possible. I think it's harder to do, though, because it requires, in this case, killing like 5 Gladiatrons very quickly, maybe even 6, as opposed to trying to kill like 2 up in the north. So the reason I was thinking about going north instead of going for the middle here is just because the number of Gladiatron kills we have to get to achieve the critical mass is lowered. That being said, if we just get 4 Glad kills in the middle somehow here, this looks great. Which is honestly like that in and of itself is an argument to maybe consider going for the way that Hush is playing it here. Because when you're behind in a game like this, if there's a path where when it goes well, it goes like it gets you right back in the game and you may be even favored, it's often worth considering something like that, depending on what the probability of it coming in is. Just because like when you're significantly behind, if you have a chance to pull it out, like if you have a chance to have like 1 turn go so well, it can be worth considering. Hush, Heroes Escape without bias. I agree with your assessment. Which version of it? The one where I wanted to go contest just the north, or the argument for maybe going for the middle where you just hope you get 4 kills and the game looks great all of a sudden. I'm curious. All right, we're starting off. Oh, 1 for 4 in a block. That's so brutal. That's so brutal. But okay, now we're splitting it. And I think splitting it is the worst of both worlds, though. I really don't like splitting like a couple attacks up top and a couple attacks in the middle. Just the north. Okay, gotcha, Hush. Gotcha. I really don't like splitting the attacks. I think we have to try to win one area of the map in order to catch up in this game. Like if we kill even if we kill 2 Gladiatrons in the north and 2 in the middle, they all get refilled. The benefit of trying to get like 3 to 4 kills in one area is that they don't all get to get refilled within 1 turn. But we gotta spread out our skulls better. We've been overkilling like mad crazy people. Oh, no, a whiff. Oh, brutal. Hush, agree that you shouldn't divide. Yeah. And he blocks it. Oh, one kill. One kill there. My goodness. That is crippling. That is crippling. Not that it was good to begin with, but this is extra crippling. Oh, and Miami's driving too. 1 for 4.
What?
Yeah, they were all attacks of 4 too. It was pretty brutal.
You're kidding.
Nope. 1 for 4, 4 for 4. That was the kill. 0 for 4 whiff, 2 for 4 block.
That's wild.
Well, it's not that unreasonable on a distribution, like on a probability distribution, but it's pretty bad from where we're sitting in terms of what we needed.
Well, I think with 4 for 4s, if you have 4 4-for-4s, 4v3s, that should get at least 2 kills, right?
I mean, should. The problem, like, should requires a confidence interval of, like, what probability range we're discussing. Are we talking about, like, a 20 to 80% outcome? We're talking about a 10 to 90%, like, you know. So it's hard to answer, like, without super specifics. But,
I don't do math when I play. I just go by the feeling.
We got to work on that before round 2.
I've done fairly good without. Okay. When I say I don't do math, I don't calculate like percentages. Like I go and be like, this is a 4 attack versus 4 defense, and this is a 3 attack versus 3 defense. I'll take the 4v4 because attacks are better than shields.
I mean, that is math. That is correct. You're not necessarily looking at the exact percentages, but you're like, I mean, knowing that one is better than another is, you know, effectively better than knowing exactly what each of them are. If you know which one's better, that's good. That's the one you should go for. Most of the time.
Like they do like the odds of like a 3v3 going are like X%, and then like whatever they just like know the percentages of like certain dice combos. Like, I don't have a clue.
Well, one of the things in Heroscape, like there's just a couple that are so common, you could memorize like 6 and just know most of them. Also, Miami fumbled a snap. That's amazing. Heroes of the Scape. Love you, Jacob. You always find a way to make me laugh. Well done, Jacob. Well done. Well done. You got a fan.
No problemo. Most of the time it's because I say something dumb, and that's okay. I don't mind being that person. Every group needs that person, and I don't mind being that person.
There you go.
Like, as far as Heroscapers go, like, everyone has, like, PhDs and doctorates and, like, college degrees on math and whatnot, and then everyone just has smart degree stuff, and I do not have anything near that. I went to high school, and now
I think you broke up there a little bit. The last thing that came through was I went to high school, and now.
I was saying how everyone in the Heroscape community, for the most part, except for me, has like college degrees and is like engineers and doctors and authors and whatnot.
I don't think that's an accurate assessment. I don't think everyone is an accurate assessment there, but we'll see what Niko does here.
To put an over under that 65% of the people in the Heroscapers, like that are whatever Heroscape players, have degrees of some sort.
I'll take the under. I don't think this is the crux of the evening, but I'll take the under. Heroes of the Scape. I will never forget Jacob yelling "tree" at the top of his lungs at ScapeCon. What were you yelling "tree" about?
I got to see the Akalar guy in action.
Oh, Leaf of the Home Tree. Leaf of the Home Tree aura. Okay, I'm with you.
I got to play against Akalar. Granted, it was with your stupid Micros PK army. So like, Phantom Knights and Aubrians is really good.
Phantom Knight, that is good.
And Micros into Ashra is really good.
That is true. Yeah, I kind of broke the theme of that event. Sorry to anyone who ran. I didn't actually get to play it myself. This was the Lord of the Rings army or event where the theme was to bring a Lord of the Rings themed army, and it turned out it was legal to just bring Phantom Knights Microcore, which was really good into most of the meta. So, and I ended up giving that army to Jacob because I wasn't able to play it. So sorry to everyone who was expecting to play elves versus orcs and ended up facing white dudes in stealth armor with 9-range guns, which,
there's a black dude in there, isn't there?
Oh, that's true. There is. That's true. There is. That's true. Still, I think that 7-range guns in like high-tech suits is the anti-Lord of the Rings vibe.
That's the problem. That's the problem. That is the problem. I played against Mario, and he brought shieldsmiths in the axe grinders because he thought it was very Middle Earth.
Yeah,
themed.
that is perfectly themed.
Really
we have a dwarven alliance.
Was.
You know, we have an alliance of dwarves fighting against whatever. And then the dwarves are seeing a bunch of dudes with long-range artillery, and they're like, what the hell is that?
The thing was, too, is it was on the map where it was Manacloden on a water space. So, like, I took Manacloden with
That's so good.
micro.
That combo is so good for micros. It's so filthy. You're like, I have a d20 of 13 plus and 5 defense. Good luck, my friend. All right, so we haven't actually seen.
Like we got halfway through the game and he just conceded. He's like, "Yeah, no offense to you, but this just is dumb." I was like, "That's very reasonable. That's a reasonable outtake of this game."
So we're gonna lose a bunch of dudes here, unfortunately. Niko's still working on it. I actually have to.
That's not the spirit. 0 dudes. We're not losing a single dude.
That's the spirit. I like that. That's better. It's better than my assessment. I do actually have to step away briefly myself as well. So I'm gonna leave you, Jacob. I'm gonna leave you on the audio, and I'm just gonna take off my camera. I gotta run to the next room real quick. So you're still live, but I'll be back. I'm counting on you.
See, now I really don't mind that Gladiatron on the level 2 hex. Wish we would have utilized him more at the beginning, but him being there actually is kind of helpful. The issue is that other Gladiatron right in front of him is going to bite the dust very hard, very, 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 because he can get attack of what? 6 on that guy? A 6, that should go through. And we could lose 4, we could feasibly lose 4 Gladiatrons here, and that would suck. That would be quite bad. On the flip side, if we only lose 1 or 2, one would be, we lose 1. That's still bad. We want 0 kills. But 1 could be decent. If we lose 1, we could still crack back and maybe get 4 kills. Yeah, 1 here would be 0 would be ideal. 1 would be okay.
I am back.
More than that, we're really sad.
The problem is more than that is the very probable outcome in this situation.
Yes, we're having positive attitudes.
I'm in positive attitudes.
Positive. You have to think of rainbows and sunshine and unicorns and positive attitudes.
I gotta be honest, that's not my normal vibe, but I'll do my best.
That's not my vibe. But at this point, I think that's what we need.
Can
Matthias? To that guy. We can't even shoot that guy. That's too far.
Matthias likes to refer to that as a magical Christmas land outcomes, where you just you get the ability. Heroes of the Escape Miami just lost one of their top receivers. Oh, that's unfortunate for them. It's good for Ole Miss, but it sucks.
Are you just a college football, or are you a NFL guy too?
Mostly NFL. I'm just from Mississippi.
So are you Massachusetts? So I assume you're a Patriots fan.
No, I'm from Mississippi. I'm a Saints fan.
That's even worse.
What? How is that? You really want to get kicked off the stream, Jake?
I'm a Vikings fan. I haven't got over Bounty Gate.
What about the miss on a 4th and infinite when we had the guy dead to rights and our safety just ran past him in the NFC Championship game?
Are you talking about the Minneapolis Miracle?
Yes.
You guys were like being slaughtered. You guys should never have been allowed back in the game.
That's a take. That is a take.
It was the first half was insane. What was the score for the halftime of that?
I don't know the halftime score. We still haven't rolled dice in this one, though. Glad Blast is a slow army, and Double Glad Blast is an extra slow game. So we are just trudging along here.
Yeah, it was 17-0 at halftime in that game. So the fact that it came back was insane.
Niko starts off with a 3 for 5. Niko with a 3 for 5. Do we even have defense to block it, or is that an auto kill? Might have been an auto kill.
Where is he shooting? It depends on where he's shooting.
Yeah, I know, but I don't see where he's shooting. Misclicked. Yes! Oh, the 3 for 5 was a misclick. Let's go. No attacks declared. Alrighty. Let's go. That's the kind of luck we needed. I appreciate Niko putting that in chat. That's helpful. So this is the 2.
I will say with the Saints, are you a fantasy football player?
Yes. I'm in the Heroscape League.
Championships.
Oh, Olave had a hell of a season.
So, like, he said him and Brock Purdy won me a title, so
good for them.
I'll take it.
We do block the first attack. And we block the second attack. All right.
0 kills. 0 kills. I'm really happy that we're using... Wait. Yes, we're using perfect shields, too.
We had one too many the first time, but it's fine. I'll take it.
Oh yeah, okay, because he attacked with... What did he attack for 2?
It was an attack of 3. He rolled another die after it. It was just... So the attack of 1 was part of the first attack.
I see. Oh, because, yeah, that's right. The 5 attack dice isn't... We would have blocked that 5 dice attack, that 3 for 3
That's
and 5.
true. That's true. We would have. But so there's 2 attacks left. We need them to miss. That simple. And then get a lot of kills.
See, this is a good attack for us too, because this is a 3v4. Like, he's not taking the higher.
We blocked it.
Oh, let's go. Oh no, it's only a 2v4. That's
correct. It was a 2v4. Yeah. We might actually have a full block turn. This could be great.
This is what I said was our best case scenario, was losing 1. But best case, other than 0.
I mean, this is an attack alike. This is a 4v3. 5v3. He's got Sola. He's used Sola here. Well, we did roll perfect, just the wrong direction. You know what? Losing 1 there is a pretty good outcome for us, though. I will take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now we just have to respond with 4 kills.
I would take that. At this point, I'm focusing in the middle. I want to try and clear out the middle. I know I said north last time, but it's flip-flopped now.
I think if we develop, we can shoot the guy that's engaged with our level 2 Gladiatron, just because that's the best attack we'll get.
A 3v3? That's maybe. I just don't think killing him accomplishes very much, though.
I do like engaging that guy. That guy's good. because then we can chain. We get a better chain.
Yeah, if we get that kill, we free up the Blastatron next to him. Yeah. Zach Anderson in the chat. I like Tyler's show a lot. Or Shuck. Yeah, he seems good.
Yeah.
I wish his last name was spelled the way it's pronounced. That's my biggest complaint. It is not.
We actually picked him up because we had Brock Purdy when he was on bye week, and we had Justin Herbert was hurt, so we didn't have a quarterback, and he was the only real starting quarterback on waiver wires, and we picked him up, and he won us that week to make the playoffs.
There you go.
So I was all for Tyler Shuck.
There you go. I wonder, interesting. Trying to decide how I feel about that. I mean, it's good for this turn, but it's less good for the future because he's going to get engaged by a Gladiatron on the next turn, which is unfortunate. Maybe we're okay with that, though.
At this point, though, our Blastatrons are more.
Yeah, that's true. We have so many blasts. We might be fine with him just shooting out a Blastatron here or there. Yeah, I think I'm with you. I like this. And it
also takes away an attack on a Gladiatron, and it's making that kill more.
True.
Yeah, I like that move.
Okay. Move. I'm with you. I dig it. Oh, Miami scored a touchdown. Damn. Coming back time. Ole Miss.
I like getting this 4. So we're contesting this. This move is saying we're contesting the center, and we've given up on the north.
I think that's correct, although he did back out of the other version. I think contesting... Well, it's funny. Last turn I wanted to contest the north because that was the thing that was harder to reinforce. Now I want to contest the center because the center is the thing that's harder to reinforce. But we're attacking the north anyways. This is a 4v3. 2 skulls. All right, we got something. We got a kill. Let's go. One down.
Because it frees up our Blastatron.
One down. Now he's going to attack the one in the middle. He's got a 4v3 on the one in the middle that's also next to a Blastatron. So I would think we take that attack next, and then we free up our or not.
No, you always go for the freeing up the chain guy.
Yeah, I don't like the order of operations here. And Niko block. Brutal. I think it was the wrong order anyways. Maybe he may not be activating that one. He did move up another Blastatron from the back.
I'm sad that we didn't take that level 4 with that Blastatron. I actually really like that spot. Or what is he attacking for 1?
He's attacking a blast. 2v2.
Why?
And we don't get the kill.
Why?
I mean, again, I like attacking blasts if we have a chance to get them below activations, but killing one is just not worth. I don't love that decision.
At this point, we just go all in on Glad. See, I don't think I would have worried about the Blastatrons. I think I would have just gone all in on killing Glads. It just always feels like the better move.
Part of the issue is I played Blastatrons way more aggressively in our practice game than Niko did in this game. And when they're played aggressively, I think targeting them makes more sense. But when they're played super passively like this, I think it doesn't. And so I think I perhaps embodied a bad lesson onto Hush from the way that went in the different ways that the games are played.
That's fair.
Part of that, though, was that I wanted in the practice game.
You have to talk about and watch play Glad Blast as Doc and Earthling. Watching them play Glad Blast is quite fun, and because there's such high level gameplay. Right. They both played them a bunch.
So we get 2 kills that turn.
It done very well. So 2 kills, that's better than what we lost 1, he lost 2. So as far as kills go, we're pretty even. His kills just feel more meaningful than ours do.
Mike says he's not really getting punished, though. Who isn't getting punished? Also, welcome back.
So we technically have killed more guys than Niko has.
If we have one more turn with good defense on Glads, we then have the possibility of an initiative switch to still win the game. But we got to hold with our Glads. We got to hold with our Glads here because we're down to just one squad of them. So every Glad we lose is now one less dude for Gladiatron potential. Hush isn't Niko is playing this very well. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Mike.
Rely on our Blastotron chaining, which is why I really liked having that guy right where that guy went.
Yeah, I agree. Wait, that guy can't do that.
Going in on that. No, he can't do that.
Yeah, he can. No, he can. I'm wrong. He can do that. Hush isn't getting very punished. Yes, Mike, I agree with that. I completely agree with that sentiment. I think like there were several opportunities in this game where Niko had the opportunity, where like if a few things went slightly differently, Niko could have run away with the game. Fuzzy Bob asks, does War League format change every game or week? So sort of both. So the way that War League works is that every week there's 5 games, and each game has a different format. And the formats also rotate through on a weekly basis. So over the course of the 7 weeks of War League, most formats get played 3 total weeks, with several formats, but not all switching out each round. So this is week 1. Next week, a couple of the formats are going to stay in place, and a couple of them are going to get rotated out to new ones. So each week we'll have 5 entirely different formats, and then there'll be a lot of continuity, though, one week to another where some of those formats stick around. All of them are posted, so if you are curious, there's a War League master sheet, an Excel sheet. Like there's a couple main sheets that like have the whole schedule of that stuff planned out for the season. So it is like public and decided and whatnot, but that's the general structure of how it works. And it's all public like that, so that teams can be working on prep ahead of time. Like we know which formats are coming when, and we can try to plan our schedules and plan our armies and stuff like that ahead of time, as much as we know we have the time to do so.
Yeah, 0 kills here would be fantastic.
That's usually true in a game of Heroscape. It's going to be tough, though. Those are going to be 4v4s on that Glad alone. And we've got another Glad that's in some rough shape. Once again, I really hope that Hush... Once again, I really hope that Hush starts targeting one pocket here and not splitting the attacks between the 2 pockets of stuff. Like, we've got to clear out one sector. But I doubt we will, because that's not how it's been playing that way. Mike, there's a Scapers post with links to all the pertinent info. Yep. Yeah, it's up on Heroscapers too. It's a good call. Good point. Worth mentioning, for sure.
You can also just go to Heroscape.org and see like the formats on there. And you can theory craft too.
That's true. Although the .org ones don't tell you which weeks are which. So they won't tell you like what's coming up next week necessarily. But it does have all of the formats listed. But it does have all the formats listed there. Yeah.
Trying to do Delta events pre-Heroscape.org was such a pain.
That was the first genesis of well, Delta is the reason that I first started working on it. It was to get Delta more widely used.
The first Heroscape event I played was a Delta event without Heroscape.org, and I was so lost.
Was that a local event in Colorado that you drove for?
No, it was an online event. It was a Rule of 9 event.
Oh, was that OHS? That was an OHS season. Yeah.
It was an OHS event.
I remember that one. I think I won it. I think that was before Quahan was appropriately priced in Delta. Quahan Spiders, Mara Warriors was a very cheap army at the time. Oh, we blocked the first one. We blocked the first one.
I brought Stingers and Phantom Knights, and I went to semifinals and got smoked by Quahan.
Oh, did we play in so? Whoops. Whoops.
No, I played against Chris's Super Frogs.
Oh, okay. Quahan. Okay. There must have been multiple Quahans then. Or is this a different season that I'm thinking about? It may well be a different season. We somehow blocked the first one. We need to block like 3.
3 would be good. right. 0 kills here.
Can't be that greedy. We can't be that greedy.
No, we want everything to go right. We're being greedy.
You're being greedy. I just want us to not be dead. That's dead.
That's bad.
But that's a Blastatron, not a Glad. I love that. I love that.
I don't care about the Blastatrons as much.
Yeah, I think that's a mistake. I think Niko should only be targeting Gladiatrons here. He's like, yeah, he's got the opportunity to get us down below a squad of them. I'm thrilled to see an attack on a Blast. Because if we get the initiative switch, we have enough Blasts to hold out for it anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that one's going to be a 4v4, and we need this one to miss. 1.
Come on.
No, not like that. Not like that. That's so brutal. That's a painful way to do it. Oh, that hurt my soul.
That's sad.
That's very sad.
At least you didn't lose 2 or 3 Gladiatrons, which was very feasible.
Well, he still might lose a second one.
I don't know what he's targeting to. That guy doesn't have range to anything except for the middle Gladiatron.
Yeah, I think he's going to shoot the middle Glad. It'll be a 2v. He might not have used Sola Astrid yet. It could be a 3v4.
But why was he checking line of sight to the Blastatron? Or no, he's just done.
Does he not have a third attack? Maybe they said no line of sight. I don't know. I would have thought he had line of sight to the Glad at least. Well, we only lost 1 then. And this is a long touchdown for Miami. God damn it. Well, I mean, we need an initiative. We need kills and an initiative switch. If we get both of those things, we're somehow back in it again. Shouldn't be, but you know, that's okay. The interesting question I think here is how many Blastatrons do you actually engage with, hoping to get to like up the attacks?
3.
3. That's pretty greedy.
You go 3.
I think I take a Blastatron and put him right here in the middle of all these Gladiatrons.
Yep, you do that one. You've already got 1 engaged. I think you move into that other guy in level 4. I think you move him down into the whole pocket.
Yep, I like that decision. I like that spot. I don't think I engage with any
leave
more.
the one that's very engaged, and I move the other one up into that pocket. So the one that can move 5 spaces and get the 2 Blastatrons, I think we go there.
I don't know if we engage a second one. I don't know if we engage a second one. I don't like engaging a second one. If we engage a second one, we only get 2, meaning 2 attacks this turn.
Well, we can free them up.
Not the one that moves into the north.
That guy we can't free up.
Yeah, we can't free up. We wouldn't be able to free up either of them. Because we need 2 attacks to free up. Yeah. I don't think I engage. I think 1 engagement is the right call here. And again, I want to focus on the middle. Like, what I want to happen here is to kill the 3 Gladiatrons in the middle. If we kill the 3 Gladiatrons in the middle and get the switch, we can then move everyone north and attack the northern pocket. Mike also thinks that the headline is sight there. Are you going to hop in and mention it? It's about to become unreversible. I don't know. I'm also not 100. I think that was the target he was going for, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm guessing Mike might be hopping in there to. Oh no, this game is going to time. Oh shit, that changes everything. What have we lost then?
Are we up on points? We're up on points since they set Betacron.
Not necessarily. Hang on. So he's lost 4. He's lost 2 squads of Glads. We've lost another squad of Glads.
So
1 Glad and 2 Blasts versus 2 Blasts. If we get several kills here, we could win on PCS. Let me pull up the calculator. Holy Lord, that's absurd.
I guess they must just not want to play anymore.
Well, either player gets to, I mean, it's up to them. Like, it requires both players to override it. Did they not opt to extend the time, exceed the time? It would appear not, Heroes of the Scape. It would appear not. Let me pull up the calculator, though. So what does Niko have left? Right now, he has how much? He has 6 Blastatrons. And he has how many glads? 1, 2, 3, 4. 8. He has 8.
Is a Blastitron and a Gladitron worth more than 45 points?
I'm just plugging the whole thing in to be sure here. So how much do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 Blastitrons.
Yeah, I think we just won.
And then 1, 2. How many glads? We have 3 glads.
We've both.
And then Zetacron.
We've lost.
He just lost a glad. Did we just kill a Gladiatron?
He just killed a Gladiatron. That's
We
game.
win. We win on partial card scoring.
We
How
won.
the frick did we win this
we won
game?
on partial card scoring.
That's absurd. I'm going to put the calculator up on the screen so that y'all can see it. I'll put it up here, and I'll try to scroll it out of the way, but that's the game state that we're looking at in PCS.
I think it was over for us before because I think Betacron's worth more than a Gladiatron and a Blastitron.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. Oh, no, you're right. It was. We were up 255 to 250. It was over before. And Hush just got another kill anyways, so something else died. Another Glad died? Yeah. No, wait, that's the wrong direction. No, that's the right direction. Yeah, he's down to 6 of each. Yeah, Heroes Escape, I'm with you. I wasn't even paying attention to time. It wasn't even on my mind. That is a shame. But if they didn't preemptively agree to extend it, then so this is, for the record, this is why I asked my opponent 45 minutes before we hit the time cap if he wanted to extend it or not, because you've got to bring that up ahead of time in these games like that. Otherwise, the player who's to whom it's advantageous to not is just going to not extend it.
If you win the initiative switch here,
yeah, if we get
that Hush pulls it out even with the initiative switch.
No, there is. No, absolutely. The next initiative was going to but it's a close game. The point is it's a close game that's going to hinge on the next initiative at this point, and we're not going to get there. So I mean that's it. Like it's over.
I'd be interesting to see who wanted to call it. Was it did they both decide that before the game that it wanted to go to 2 hours, or at the beginning of this order marker did Niko say, hey, 2 hours, or I'd be curious to see who.
I'm not sure.
Was the one that.
Yep, we'll find out. I'm sure we'll talk to Hush about it after in our team chat. But that is it.
That is true.
That is the game. It's over.
We get double hitter too.
Jackson, we need you to come through. We got you versus Mike for all the marbles coming up here shortly. I am gonna kill this stream and start a new stream about it. For the second game, Heroes is mad. Look, Heroes, I'm with you. I wish this game got played out too. This is a hell of a good game, and I wish it had gotten played out more. I don't know what their discussion was or wasn't. I don't know who called something or who didn't. I have no access to that other than what we all saw on screen.
2 hours for 3 or 4 rounds is way too long.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, you still like to play Heroscape.
No, I mean he's right. 2 hours for 4 rounds is too long. I agree with that assessment. That is a true statement. That is a true statement.
Blast games always seem to go long.
They did. There was a lot of decisions that happened in this game. I will say I think that as played, Niko played this game better than Hush did.
I will agree.
There was a lot of opportunities where Niko could have won the game outright if the dice had done something slightly better for him than what they did. As played, we had a whole hell of a lot of things go right for Hush to pull out the W in this one. Anywho, that's it. That's the end of it. We won this one. We are going to come back for a championship game for this week's event in a little bit with IHA playing Mike in the draft format. I'm excited to watch the draft in this one. I've worked with IHA a little bit. We had a lot of discussion about this draft in our team prep going in, and I'm quite excited to see how it goes. I have lots of thoughts that I will share once that next stream is up because I'm not going to share them while Mike is here. But that's one of my favorite draft pools from EscapeCon, and so I'm super excited to watch it play out and then watch that game go. It's probably the game I'm looking forward to streaming the most of the entire week. So I'm sad that this game ended on PCS, but I'm also really happy that my favorite event is about to matter for the week to determine that one. So I'm quite seen. Mike Shobes, me versus Adam, Glad Blast Mirror would be done within 115 tops. That's true.
I disagree.
No,
I very much disagree.
I don't. They're gonna play it. They're gonna play it absurdly fast. They know what they're doing. We're talking about some very good Glad Blast players there. Anyhow,
I know, but I've played Adam 5 or 6 times with Glad Blast, and they are always long games.
Was this a Delta event?
This one was.
Oh, I didn't have Delta on then. Okay, it doesn't change it though, I don't think. It shows that
we have more dead guys than they do. Or Hush has killed more guys than he's killed, because they're the same figures.
Yeah, but the Glads and the Blast aren't the same price point. That's the only thing that's a little bit different, but anywho.
Yeah, but we have the same amount of dead Blasts, and he's got more dead Glads.
Mike says, Jacob, you're slow. Play faster. All right, did Ken take over your account?
I play fast.
Okay. I am going to cut the stream there. I need a little bit of time off between the 2 streams, so I'm going to cut this stream. I will start another stream up as soon as the next game gets going, and I will catch some of y'all then, I'm sure. So appreciate y'all hanging out, and I'll